Ladies, stop building with these men. I get that you want to show love. I get that you want to show support. You want to show him that you care. But men these days, they're just too ungrateful. And I personally believe that men are inherently selfish. And when the time comes, they will always choose the greater good of them over you. And let's be honest, any man who really cares about you, he would never want you to see him struggle because men have something called pride. If you have a man out here who's asking you for money, asking you for your card, asking you for favors, he does not care about you. Instead, what he's really doing is waiting for the woman that he really wants to be with while you've put in all the time and the work.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. My fault. It's kind of dark in here a little bit. It's raining up here in North Carolina. But, man, we got a video here, man. And we got another sister. Just seems like she just can't get right. You know what I'm saying? She's here trying to say that, she's trying to encourage other black women not to build with. She say men, but let's be honest. We know she's talking about black men. She pretty much trying to tell these sisters don't build with these black men. Why? Why do we have more sisters saying don't build with black men than we do sisters that are saying build with black men? Because it's some of the damn men that these sisters seem to choose and pick. Like this sister right here, man. She's a very beautiful woman. She's a very beautiful woman. So we obviously know. Let's just be honest. She can pull any nigga she really want. She has the beauty. She has the look. She has everything. She has everything there. But I can tell you right now, man, also just by looking at her, I can tell she's the type of woman that won't listen to you. That if you tell her to do something, it's, dude, I'm not your slave. I'm not your slave. God gave you 2 hands and 2 feet. Use them. This is the type of rhetoric that she would give men that she's talking to. And it's like, okay, more than likely, these are why some of the guys that you do, the experiences that you are having with these guys, this is why you're having bad experience. Because 9 times out of 10, it has something to do with you and not the man. They will date Pookies and Ray Rays and then expect them to be, this freaking superhero, this guy, man, that's gonna do everything you want him to, that's gonna be pitch perfect. It's not. It's not. Pookies and Ray Rays live on their own terms, dude. Live on their own terms. So when you women decide to go up here and date these guys, then you understand why, hey, these guys aren't the type of guys that you should be dating. But it seems like a lot of sisters will still continue to mess with them. I can be honest, my homeboy, he ain't shit nigga. But he somehow still deals with these girls. Somehow is still able to get some of these damn girls. So much so the guy I think he doesn't have a license. He does other shit to get by, let's just put it that way. And he all over the place. All over the place. Now he a hustler. He gets his money, but he a hustler. But is this a guy that you will want to see yourself with? Is this a guy that you want to build your world around? And somehow some of these girls, mind you, these are sisters, mind you. This is the HBCU, so I'm seeing this up front. We will still have sisters that will still deal with this man. Even all the baggage that he brings, they still deal with him. And I'm telling you right now, he's just not fit to be in no relationship. He's not fit to be in any relationship. And he will even tell you that. He won't even take any girl serious enough for a relationship. That's the type of man he is. He's just trying to get money, that's it. Does all his other stuff. And it's like, okay, this guy still isn't fit to be, I don't care if he's my best friend or not, but he's still not fit to be out here, man, messing with some of you women. But once again, some of these women will still deal with him. Mind you, like I said, he doesn't have license. He does not have a license. In college with no license. Stay in trouble and everything. And it's like, okay, I think that would be enough indicator. Because I mean, these are the type of men that women talk about. These are the type of men that women make songs about. I don't want no scrub in a passenger seat when he's literally in everybody's passenger seat. But yet we still have some of the most baddest of chicks still messing with this guy. They still mess with him. They will still mess with him. After all the shit that he's been through, they will still mess with him. And it's like, okay. And you know what he ended up doing? She loved this man so much she had to. She gave this man her car, right? So she allowed this man to drive his car anywhere he wants. End up wrecking the John. So it gets back to me. I'm like, yo, I'm like, bro, what happened? Bro, man, this girl, this and that. Come to find out, he's the reason why the car got in a wreck. And he trying to put it on the girl. And this is pretty much the guys that this girl's talking about. But it's like, okay, you see this red signs, but you still mess with them. You still mess with them. But wonder why you get the outcome that you get. Because of the guys that you mess with.
Okay, I literally had to stop what I was doing to make commentary on this video because this is a hill that I would gladly die on any day. Ladies, stop building with these men. I get that you want to show love. I get that you want to show support. You want to show him that you care. But men these days, they're just too ungrateful. And I personally believe that men are inherently selfish.
The men that you deal with, like I said, it's just a common thing with a lot of my sisters. They would like to sit up here and say, when you go through my experience, through the men that I've dealt with, it's the guys that you constantly keep picking. It's the guys that you constantly keep picking. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's the guys that you women are picking. It's not the guys that are out here chilling. It's the guys that you're picking. And y'all trying to sit up here and say, these are pretty much all, this is how all men act. Because if she is not saying this, if she's not sitting up here saying you shouldn't build with guys, if you're sitting up here saying she's not saying that, she's not saying all men, then why is she making a video sitting up here saying, well, women, y'all should not build with these men? Obviously, you're talking about all of them. So now, what do you suggest that? What do you suggest that the other sisters do? You suggest that these sisters date outside the cultures, date outside the race? Why don't you sit up here and say, hey, stop dealing with these Pookies and Ray Rays and start dealing with guys, man, who got sense. Start dealing with guys, man, who got something going for themselves. But once again, a lot of my sisters will overlook that and be like, man, forget all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We want to like what we want to like. And then once, you know what I'm saying, push come to shove, you know, we get pushed in the back of the corner, you know what I'm saying? And these guys ran through us and made us single baby moms. You know, now we want to go ahead and go run to a good guy. Now we need to go ahead and get somebody, man, that's going to save us from this. And it shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be like that. So you got my sisters like her that put herself in that position. Like I said, y'all see how beautiful this girl is. I know for a fact she got people. I know for a fact, man, she got some people, man, that want her. I know for a fact she got some good brothers that want her. But she will keep overlooking them because they're just not her type. Like I said, I know plenty of good, great drug dealers. I know those guys, man, probably they won't even freaking hurt a fly. But at the end of the day, you still in that field. What do you expect to get out of that? You will always get ops, no matter how good you are, no matter how, you know, good of a person you are, no matter, you know, what you do for the community, there will always be somebody on your neck. But somehow these women, but for whatever reason, these women see that turns them on. They want that. And they go run to that. And once again, once these guys turn into single mothers, once these guys did everything they need to do with them, they get upset. These women want to get upset and say, well, dang, where all the good men go? They were here. You just chose not to pick them. And now you're in the situation that you're in.
And when the time comes, they will always choose the greater good of them over you. And let's be honest, any man who really cares about you, he would never want you to see him struggle, because men have something called pride. If you have a man out here who's asking you for money, asking you for your card, asking you for favors, he does not care about you. Instead, what he's really doing is waiting for the woman that he really wants to be with while you've put in all the time and the work. So please keep in mind, when you're putting in all your youth and your time to build the man that you want to be with, you're making him readily available for the next woman. And when he finally becomes successful or gets to the point where he wants to be in life, he's going to leave you for that woman. Make no mistake about it.
She's saying that, you know, men are selfish, you know, and let's literally look at this. If men are really selfish for the girls that they really want to be with, because once again, if a guy truly don't want to be with you, he will show you that. But like I said, you got a lot of women like herself that will be naive to that and be like, oh no, he loves me, oh no, this, and keep trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. And it's like, dude, You should have given him one benefit of the doubt and left it alone. Now you done gave him 20 benefit of the doubts, and you just going. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Men do so much for women than women do for men. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. Now you saw how she called out. She's like, if he always asking for money, he's always doing this, he's always doing that. She just pretty much explained what my homeboy is. But once again, these same women will still mess with these guys. And then once they get done dirty by these guys, then they want to sit up here and say, oh, well, all niggas bums, all niggas ain't this, all niggas. It's like, bro, once again, these are the guys that you're picking. These are the guys that you're picking, man. These are the guys that you're picking. And you know what's crazy is, this has been going on for years and years and years and years. Usually when I talk about this account, I try to talk about what's going on currently. What's going on currently in the black community, what's going on currently in the society. But we can go date all the way back, you know what I'm saying, to the 80s, 70s, 90s, where black women still always picked the wrong decisions, always had the wrong decisions, always made the wrong choices. When I bring up the fact that 70% to 80% of black women are single mothers, they always want to bring up, well, who would have damn freaking fathers? Who did this and who did that? And when I bring that up, they always want to bring up, well, it's the baby father's fault that he's not even here. And once again, like I said, men should always be in their kids' life. Even if it's the woman that you just don't want to be with, it's just a slip up, still be in that kid's life because that kid needs a father. That kid needs a father. But like I said, you got women like this that would then sit up here, sleep with these Pookies and Ray Rays, and then get the outcome that they get. And this has been going on for years. Now, I'm about to show y'all a video, man, that more than likely some of y'all have already seen, but let's go ahead and refresh that memory, man. And the type of mindset that she has, a lot of other sisters have. And I'm telling you right now, it tends to be a lot of your single black mothers. It tends to be a lot of your bitter black women.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One.
Only one black woman want to be married to her baby father. Now, can we see now? Can y'all please tell me what's going on in 2020? Can y'all please tell me what's going on in 2022? I see more single black mothers than I do anything else. So many times do we see black women who would rather be single mothers than have a family.
Right. But what's your end goals? Like, what do y'all want to be? Do you guys want to be somebody's wife? What do you want to be?
Yeah, see, we talk about that all the time on the show. Sometimes I don't really know if I necessarily want to get married.
Do you want to have kids?
I do want to have kids, but I'm not sure if I want to get married.
So why do you... This is my question.
Okay.
Why... Do you want to have kids?
Hell no! She always say she don't want to have kids.
Liquor to drink. I got too much shit to do.
But why? Okay, so you don't want to have kids. So okay, you a different story. But you,
okay,
you want to have kids, but you don't know if you want to get married. So that means that you already gonna be. You're planning to already bring this child into and have a deficit in their life, right?
I mean, I feel like if I find the right person, we could get married. Sometimes I don't really have a lot of faith.
But do you have to find the right person to have the baby?
I do think I have to find the right person to have a kid, but I also feel like I'm in a position where I'm doing things for my own, so I would completely be okay with having to take on that responsibility by myself as far as financial shit go, if I have to.
I don't think that's okay.
So I'd rather be a single mother than be somebody's wife. And you see that so many times. You see that far too many times. And it's a fact. I.e. the video that I did of light skinned Keisha. These women are a lot of sisters' idols. This chick sat here and said, I want to just have a kid. Forget the baby father, just give me the kid. And light skinned Keisha was like, so you are openly willing to have your son have a deficit in his life. So you'll be okay with being a single mother, but you're not okay with being a wife. And that just make no sense. And then her stupid reasoning was, hey, men ain't it, and men ain't this. A lot of these men aren't good enough to settle down with. And it's like, okay, like I said, once again, y'all go look at the type of woman she is. It says it for itself. It says it for itself. And you know what's crazy, man? Guess what? Today, I just freaking found out another old high school classmate got pregnant. And guess who I didn't see in the goddamn pictures? The baby daddy. The baby daddy. Another chick I went to school with A single mother. Now, like I said, this is just from what I see. I don't see. Now, like I said, that's just me. I could be wrong. She might have her baby daddy in her life. I could be wrong. But it's a problem every time I go to a white woman's page, an Asian woman's page that I went to school with, or some of these other people that I went to school with that aren't black. That aren't black women. When I see them post pictures of their kids or them being pregnant, I see who? The father in their life. I see the father in the baby pictures. But never do I see with black women when they have these paternity pictures and, you know what I'm saying, these pictures of them with the baby bumps and shit. Never ever do I freaking see black men. Never ever do I see their baby fathers. When they go out here and go do these what's that shit called? Baby showers. When I see baby showers, literally every time I see a black woman in a baby shower, I never see the baby daddy. Very rare do I see that. Very rare. Very rare. Only some of your black women are thirsty to have that male companion and to have somebody there with them 24/7. Very rare do you see women like that. Very rare do you see women that are okay with having a man, and that isn't popular. That, you know what I'm saying, that only has his family first, that has his future first. Very rare do you see sisters dealing with men like that. But you see a lot of sisters dealing with men, who ain't got shit going on for themselves. Very rare do you see sisters, man, dealing with men that actually want to be in their life, that actually want to do right by them. I'm telling you right now, the majority of the sisters that I went to school with back in high school, these black women are single mothers. At the age of 23, 24, you're a single mother. Every time I see these baby showers, never see the baby father. I just question it. I always question it. Why? Why?
The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down.
I mean, then damn chick. I mean, you shouldn't have the kid in the first place. Then, if that was the case, you shouldn't have the kid in the first place. You know, you're talking about, you know, having to settle down. You know, you're talking about marriage and starting a family. It's like, sis, at this point, man, a family is about the only thing that's going to keep you, bro, from goddamn going insane and trying to goddamn freaking jump off a bridge. I think it would be better for you to have that baby father in your life. Because once again, two parents, even if they aren't on the same page, let's just say they don't like each other, they not together. If they are on the same page, they have the patience and everything, I'm telling you, bro, the woman can make the father's life a whole lot easier when it comes down to parenting, and the father can make the woman's life a whole lot easier when it comes down to parenting. I mean, we see it every day, dude. We see it every day. But like I said, this, once again, this was heavy back in 1986 in the black family. Now just look at it now. Look at the black community now. It's crawling with a bunch of single baby mothers, yo. Hey, I'm just calling it how I see it.
Because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so, you know, it really, male figures are not substantially important in the family.
This is why it's also important for these black men to be in y'all daughters' lives, man. This is why it's important for black fathers to be in their daughters' lives, so you can avoid shit like this. So you don't have a freaking sister out here just wondering and, oh shoot, who's gonna be here to save me? It's sad, man. It's sad, bro. And like I said, the fact that sisters had this mindset then, and you're talking about it's 2022 right now, and they still have that same mindset. You got a bunch of sisters that's willing to be single parents, willing to be a single mother. They are okay with that. So many sisters in the black community right now are okay with being single mothers. But then when it happens and then they start to see the heat that they're getting from it, then it's, oh, dang, man, shoot, I don't know if I can keep doing this. Then it's, well, let me go ahead and keep from taking accountability. Let me go ahead and blame it on my dang baby daddy. Well, my baby daddy ain't doing this. My baby daddy ain't doing this. This, that, and third. So all I'm pretty much just trying to say, man, is for a lot of these women, for a lot of these sisters that's in the black community, dude, pick better, man. It's nobody's fault that you are out here getting ran through but yourself. It ain't nobody's fault that you are a single mother but yourself. Once again, my sisters, y'all control 100% of the sex. So man, a man's not having sex with you unless if you say, hey, yeah, you can have sex with me. But if you say no, you can't have sex with me, he can't nut in you. He can't be a deadbeat father to you. Why? Because you didn't give him the opportunity to give you a kid. Y'all do me a favor, man. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe.